Steam has had a very serious curation problem for a while now. They pick what games go onto their platform and which don't based on the opinions of employees that don't seem to follow any strict rules. One game could be banned due to adult content, yet another with nearly the same content could be allowed onto the platform simply because two different employees were reviewing and accepting the games. And I've talked many times about how unfair this system is, and how I personally think that it needs to change. They need to make it better. Yet they haven't, simply because they don't care enough to. But today I have some extremely disappointing news to talk about regarding a developer who is going through a situation with Steam where their game was declined and Steam won't allow it on the storefront even if they had changed it to be more appropriate for the platform. Now, I just want to say that we really don't even know at this point what Steam wants on their platform. They allow some adult content, yet they ban other adult themed games. They allow asset flips and don't care. They don't ban developers who have clearly scammed consumers. They don't have any set in stone policies, and it leads to people being left empty handed. They don't have any public posts about curation guidelines, and it's been said by many developers that there's really no guidelines for them to follow. But I wanted to show you all this post from Meru Chan, who is a translator, and they also seem to be the CEO of Love Lab Japan, which is a company that localizes and publishes visual novels. Now, I just want to say that this post that she made is very vague. It doesn't have a date and it doesn't say the name of the game, but this is someone that has a lot of experience in the industry and has worked on many projects, and I haven't seen any reason why they would make this up, seeing as it is something that Steam would do, so I felt that it was very important to talk about today. This is their initial Twitter post. It says, "Just so y'all know, Steam apparently has this policy now. No resubmissions for previously banned games, even if it's through a different publisher, and extensive changes have been made to try to get it in line with their nebulous rules of acceptability. After review, we will not be able to ship your game redacted on Steam. While we strive to ship most titles submitted to us, we found that this title is a resubmission of a product that we had previously declined to ship. We are not interested in reviewing submissions that are just modifications to a product we have previously banned. This app has been banned and cannot be reused." So as you can see, Steam is saying that because we have dealt with this game in the past and we have banned it, we are not going to re-accept it even if you change content in it. Obviously, we don't know at this point in time why the game was initially banned. Obviously, we do not even know the initial game because it is redacted, but there could be a couple of reasons as to why. It could be because of the developers themselves. It could have been because of adult content. It could have been so many reasons under the sun that we simply just don't know right now. But I really wanted to read through some of the comments on this post to sum up how a lot of people feel about the situation. Someone said, "That is why people should buy VNs at JAST and other VN-focused stores." VN is visual novels. Instead, we shouldn't support a platform that doesn't want us on it and only tolerates us somewhat. I agree. If you are a fan of visual novels and you do purchase this type of content, I definitely think that there are many other storefronts that do want your money and are not going to force you away. The situation with Steam is unfortunate because Steam has always promoted the fact that they sell games of all different types. They are very inclusive in a way as to if you want a type of content, we most likely have it. But over the past few years, they have definitely gone downhill with that. I definitely do not think that Steam promotes that atmosphere anymore. They will ban games for very little reasons, and they simply don't care. Meru-Chan had commented, "Steam's market share is unfortunately unparalleled, especially when it comes to reaching Chinese users as a non-Chinese publisher. It's not like I want to be on Steam over other platforms, it's just that you're undeniably going to sell more games if you're on there." That is a point that I've made in the past, and another point that I will make is the fact that When you're on a platform like Steam, the discoverability is a massive advantage, and when you're a smaller studio, you need that discoverability. Yes, eventually down the line, you hope that you won't need to rely on a platform anymore, and you will have fans that are constantly looking at your content and constantly looking at your social media, and fans that are going to purchase your game no matter where it is. But when you are just starting out, or it's a new product or a new franchise that a lot of people don't know about, it's going to be a very, very rough time to get your product out there if you're just going by word of mouth. Some people continued with this one I really enjoyed. Dev makes game. Valve, sorry, it's not up to our content standards. Dev, okay, can you tell me what standards? Valve, nah, mate. Dev, I've made changes to the game. Can you take a look now? Valve, no. This basically sums up the situation that Meru-Meru-chan here is going through. This sums it up completely. Someone commented, sure is nice that they're being super helpful about this and not vague at all about what their standards are, huh? Sure is good that they have extensive guidelines that are meticulously, rigorously, and consistently applied, huh? Oh, wait, it's true because we've seen so many inconsistent bans at this point in time where, as a consumer myself, I'm getting sick of hearing about this. I want there to be clear and concise guidelines put in place for developers and for people that want to put their content onto Steam's platform. It is extremely disheartening to hear that they are not willing to work with developers who are willing to change aspects of their games. I personally would prefer a studio to stay true to their visions and keep their games unaltered, but I do understand why so many need their games to be on a platform like Steam, because the discoverability is a massive advantage to an indie studio. We don't know the name of this game or even the reason why it was banned in the past, but if your game was banned or rejected due to content, I believe that developers should be able to change it and reapply their title if they want to. But that is all that I had to discuss in this video. I will keep a close eye on this situation and try to see if there are any other situations where people have tried to resubmit their games and have been rejected simply because it was previously banned. But if you enjoyed this video and found it important, please make sure to give it a like, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.